Hi, Karem Hazrouni, President of the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce. June's Chamber Member Spotlight is Earthology. Let's go talk to Erin.
I'm Erin, the owner, founder, and operator of Earthology Unbound. Earthology is a nature-based education company, and we offer seasonal camps to kids during the typical times that they're off school. Come on inside and check out our space.
So this is the inside space at St. Elias's campus, right? It's a beautiful space, and look at all the stations you have here. Can you walk us through these stations?
Sure. So this is where the kids come in the morning. This is where we gather for before care and after care. As soon as they walk in, typically they're heading toward the grocery store. So that's the first part of the day, is just free play open in before care. We have different stations. Another hot spot is our music station here. And then we have the Magnetiles, which are very popular with monster trucks with our younger boys. They come in at 7:15 on the dot. They meet each other here so they can start that. Over here is our classroom area. This is where we start our mornings with our morning lesson. We do a lot of reading on the carpet here.
And how many students do you have in a typical camp?
Our max is 36 per week. That's kind of our comfort zone. That's where we have decided that we enjoy camp as well as the kids enjoy
Right.
camp. So 36 kids.
How did you get this started, and what made you start it?
So we started Earthology, my husband and I, because we knew the importance of getting kids outside and connected with nature. I came from 13 years in the clinical field. When I was in the clinical field, I was able to experience the benefits with children being outside. When they're in a natural setting, the stress response system relaxes. They're able to think more clearly. There's health benefits. There's cardiovascular benefits from running and playing and jumping and climbing. There's emotional benefits, team building exercises. I live in Brooklyn as well. So my husband and I have a few acres in Brooklyn that is a woodland environment, and there's a creek that runs through that. And over the years, we've had my nieces and nephews coming and playing and learning and benefiting from being out there. So we wanted to find a place in Brooklyn where we could connect kids with nature. So in 2022, we hit the ground running, just walking around Brooklyn, trying to find different spaces that we could get kids outside, connect them with nature, and have a safe, happy indoor space to use as well during inclement weather. One of the benefits of our space here on the campus of St. Elias is that we have a huge outdoor space that is on site. There's lots of different native plants and animals. We're filming in front of our native garden outside, which is something that the kids are learning about, how to plant the right plants, what to plant to help native species around us thrive and survive.
For someone hearing about Earthology the first time, I know the program, it's a great program, but tell us, why would somebody join that? Why would they want their kids in there? Why is it different than other childcare programs?
So we've asked this question to explorers in the past, and the answer that we get is it feels different. It feels more relaxing to be running and playing outside. It feels calmer. We have structure, we have routine, but they don't even know it's happening. They're learning outside, and they just say, when parents come and say, "What did you do today?" "We played." That's it, and that's perfect. That's what we want. We want them to feel like they're meandering through the park. That's it. That's the expectation. Your expectation is to have fun and walk through nature with us. But as we're doing that, there is an entire book of curriculum that's going on behind the scenes. They don't even know it's happening. This week is Weather Week. So yesterday they learned about rainbows and refraction and how it's happening and why it's happening. And today they're learning about volcanoes and weather, storms, and different things.
And that's great, because you can sneak in education in a fun way where they don't think they're being in school, which is great. That's
They're
awesome.
learning without knowing that it's happening.
And you talked about education and having fun. What specific activities do the kids do that gives them that insight in education, but also have fun at the same time?
Sure. Each day we start out with a lesson, a nature-based activity lesson. So they'll learn about certain species of birds that they'll find in the park. And so we'll walk outside, they'll just take a walk through the trails in Memorial Park, and they'll see the different species of birds. They'll learn the names of the birds. They'll start to learn about the behaviors of the birds. Yesterday we played a game.
And part of the curriculum during the day There's education, obviously. Is there a structured environment, or is it kind of a free-for-all? How does that work?
So we do both. We do structured and unstructured play. So there's unstructured play woven into the schedule throughout the day so that the kids can use their imagination. And that's when we see quite a bit of learning take place, when we kind of back off a little bit and let them get to experience working together. We have little things that we put into place, like a small grocery store in the main classroom. So you would think that that's for kindergartners or younger kids, but no, all ages are getting together. They have this huge program that they do each day. They run into before care at 7:15 a.m. and they start being cashiers and managers, and there's baggers, and they have this whole little game and system that they've created. Last year, they used the brain flakes, and they were doing portals and using their imagination to do different things like that. So there's unstructured time, but of course there is a schedule throughout the day that does not have exact times that we move through. So the morning is for curriculum, and then like today they're going to make volcanoes, and then they'll do the science experiment that goes along with that. And then we'll move into lunch and IQT, we call it, individual quiet time. That's important for a reset for everyone. It helps just kind of lower the tone and relax everybody so that we don't send kids home completely overwired.
Yeah, right.
And there's reading during that time. So each child reads for 30 minutes, and most parents think that their kids aren't capable of sitting down and reading for 30 minutes, but every single kid does. And it's easy to sit down with a book under a tree in the park and read. And it's fun, and it's cognitively beneficial, it's emotionally beneficial. After individual quiet time, we do a group activity together, running and playing outside typically, and then we move into stations for the afternoon. There's an art station, and then there's 2 other things going on at the same time. So this week we're doing oil pastels. So like here's an example. They did their rainbows with the oil pastels. And they think that they're not capable, but we have a high bar for art, and they meet it. They expand their comfort zone a little bit and try new things. So that's one of the stations. Yesterday was archery and lacrosse were the other 2 things going on at the same time. So just trying different things that they don't typically try during the day. Getting outside, learning new things, playing with other people, learning healthy ways to interact with each other, learning ways to be stewards of their environment.
Right, and talk about that staff. So you have 5 staff members, educational background. What do the kids expect to hear from them?
So Miss Jenny has been with me. This is her 3rd summer. Miss Jenny teaches our art program. She is very skilled. If you look around, you'll see a lot of the art projects that are around. And she often connects a social emotional component to the art as well as a nature component. So they'll learn about kindness. That's one of the main missions of Earthology. Be kind to yourself, each other, and the planet. So they did kindness rocks, and they use oil pastels to do different paintings and connect that to being kind to their planet, each other, and the environment. I also have Miss Sam. Miss Sam joined us this year. She's an environmental science major, and she is teaching the kids our Keep America Beautiful curriculum. We've recently joined with Keep Brooklyn Beautiful to do lots of community cleanups. We've done quite a few in the city. We can use all the help we can. So when people see, now here's a shameless plug for that.
Right.
When you guys see that we're doing community cleanups, members of the Commerce can come join us and get their hands dirty and help clean up our different businesses and areas around Brooklyn. So the kids love doing that. That's one of their favorite things to do, is the litter grabbing.
That's great.
So you put a litter grabber in their hand and they take off.
Nice.
Cleaning up. So Miss Sam is working to teach them ways to positively impact their environment, reduce, reuse, recycle, and that is her passion right now. And she is young and feels like it's something that's quickly attainable for the kids. So she can connect with them on that level.
My name is Sam Scusa. I'm a full-time staff here at Earthology, and I'm an environmental studies major. I think it's really important for kids to learn about nature and the environment, because the more that they understand it, the more that they respect, value, and want to take care of it. I also just feel like the kids really enjoy being in nature, but they also take a lot of the lessons that we talk about here home with them and hopefully later in life. So we really encourage the kids to learn from current or past mistakes that many people make. And we talk a lot about environmental stewardship, being kind, protecting all living things, and just educating, guiding other kids or people who maybe lack the knowledge that they do.
All right, sorry, Erin, but my favorite part is talking to the kids. They're the ones who experience it, so let's ask them a couple questions. Gemma, question for you. So Earthology, you've been to other camps. Is this your favorite camp?
Kind of, but the reason why I like it than other camps is because it's like it keeps me calm, and sometimes I get super stressed when I have a lot of things to do, so that's why I like it.
And the nature part helps with that calmness, right?
Yes.
That's great, thank you. Maggie, so you love nature, you're involved with a lot of different programs. What makes Earthology special to you?
I like to be in with the nature because, like what Gemma said, it helps me calm down when I'm stressed. And I like to see different species, and I get to see eagles sometimes, and it really helps me calm down when I'm going through hard times in life.
Got you. And what's the most interesting animal or species that you saw here?
Here, I would say, I think it was last year, I saw a mink.
Oh, nice, very nice. All right, and you got your own microphone, so I won't bring it to you. Brooklyn, you are an OG. You've been here since the beginning. So tell us, why do you keep coming back to Earthology?
Well, I've been coming here for a while because it's just really fun to come outside. We're not just stuck inside all day, and we're not just like in separate groups. We're like, if you're 4, you have to be with the 5 and 4-year-olds, but you can be with the 10-year-olds too.
Great.
You have to be just with the 3-year-olds.
So the camp has different age groups, all the way from 4 years old up to 12 years old, and most 12-year-olds be like, I don't want to hang out with those 4 or 5-year-olds, but you think that's part of the great thing about the camp, right? That's awesome, good stuff. Joel, my man. All right, so what do you like about Earthology? What's your favorite part?
Like the nature and like seeing different species of animals, like a bull heron.
That's great. And what was the most interesting animal that you've seen out here?
Maybe actually a kingfisher.
Oh, very nice. That's awesome. So Earthology camp all summer long. You need to reach out to Erin. Erin, can you please, we'll walk over here. Can you please tell us, how do people find out more about it? How do they sign up, and how can parents get a hold of you?
Yes, so they can go on earthologykids.org. We also have social media on Instagram and Facebook, Earthology Kids. They can sign up ages 5 through 12 or school-aged, entering school in the fall, so late 4-year-olds can sign up. We offer programming year-round, seasonal camps. They can reach out to me via phone number too as well, and they can get that information off the website.
And make sure you check out the Chamber's website. We have all of Earthology's information on there. Check them out, kids. Wave to the camera and say, thank you, Earthology.
Thank you, Earthology.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us for June's Chamber Member Spotlight Earthology. So excited to be here in part of Brooklyn. Stay tuned for next month's Chamber Spotlight member coming soon.